What? No. No.
Heard it, shit.
We're streaming.
Hi. Hey everyone, welcome to the Inside Gaming E3 question and answer edition,
Chainside Gaming.
where I'm just gonna play Destiny and then Bruce and James
No,
are gonna
I'll
do all
play.
the work.
I'll play.
I'd rather you not.
Oh.
It's my account.
Where should people ask us the questions?
They should do it in the Twitch chat, and they should do it on Twitter.
Yeah, tweet us.
Twitter should
Hashtag, so we can find it, go hashtag IGE3 post E3 show live questions.
It's Inside Gaming
Q and
Q&A. No, questions and answers. They gotta
And
be
it's
all
QUEUE
Lawrence, you want to mic yourself up?
live.
So yeah, if you just put Twitch up there, we can start reading. So we actually, this is not a joke. We are actually answering questions about E3. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the Twitch chat.
Hashtag
No,
IGE3
this is-
post
I'm
E3.
trying to be serious with the kids for 1 second.
Well, I'm doing it so Lawrence can
There we
find it.
go.
These things get lost on Twitter.
And all the while,
Got plenty of Twitter questions
our
already.
very own Adam Kovic will be streaming the Destiny Alpha.
Yeah, but he'll probably pass the controller around at some point, I'm sure.
Nope, you're not gonna. Actually, I get to play. I did ask earlier, and he's gonna let me play. So I'm gonna play for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna hand it right back to Adam Kovic.
It's your
Sorry.
best bet.
That's,
What?
that stinks.
Sorry, buddy.
That's a stinker.
Okay,
Anyway, so your first question
Bruce
comes
Fartle
from
Tammy,
Tawny.
who says, "Why are you so
See?
hot,
If
Adam
you could
Kovic?"
just search the hashtag, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
No.
Hashtag IGE3 post E3 Q&A.
Guys, if you have any questions, really, put them in the Twitch chat.
Your first question comes from FamGuy52. How were the
GTA.
bathrooms, Bruce?
The bathrooms were terrible. I think I ended up taking 3 shits a day, which is out of the ordinary for me. Usually it's 1 shit,
Yeah.
but
I remember there was a point where you were like, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and then when I get back, we'll head over to the 2K booth.
yeah.
And then, like, 45 minutes
That
passed.
was about right. 45 minutes later. It came out a long time. Also, one of the guys that was working on a booth, Michael, went and took a shit for a half an hour, no joke. Then he came back. Remember, he laid down on the
Yep.
ground.
Yeah.
Like-
he had to air
like
out his
he-
asshole. Well, it's funny. He and I were in line to play Smash Brothers with our cameraman Ty.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were the next. We had been waiting there for about 10 minutes. We were the next ones about to go up, and then he's like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back." And we were like, and literally, like, we didn't know what to do.
I got stage fright.
Damn it.
Are you playing multiplayer right now?
I am doing the Crucible. Biggest surprise to E3 question from AZ Hood.
Biggest surprise? What do you think? Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Really?
Was that everybody's biggest surprise?
Mine was GTA.
What?
No,
We all knew that was
wasn't
going
a
to come.
surprise.
It was, you know, it was. I was
No,
let
no.
down so much
What do you mean? What let down by what?
by hearing nothing. I didn't think it was going to happen, and then
No.
it happened. I honestly had lost all hope.
One of the problems with being in the industry is that there aren't really that many surprises.
It's true.
Like, you generally hear murmurs about things, then you have it in your head that to expect to see things, and then you can only be disappointed.
Man, you're so jaded.
No.
Do you like video games?
I
at
thought
all?
E3 was awesome, but I'm saying being a part of it was just that, like,
James,
you set yourself up for disappointment because you hear
look,
things.
I think you need to love video games more so than you do. Do you love video games? I didn't think so. I knew it. Kids, we need to help James love video games.
I'm
Next
like
question.
Scrooge. I'm visited by 3 ghosts.
Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah.
That was a weird
Question from Homeless Zwezet. Is his character dancing? Yes,
Oh yeah.
his character is dancing.
How could they not
So one of the
Is it because they don't recognize dance?
I don't know.
they're like, what is this?
Please keep your questions to E3 based content.
What are these alien moves?
What was your favorite Vita demo?
That's a question for the ages. Oh god.
Not sure.
Lawrence, do you have any favorite Vita demos?
I didn't play a single thing on the Vita the
Nobody
entire
did.
show.
Did you play anything?
No. I barely played anything. So here's the thing: what I like about Destiny. So you kept these flags, but you can also do emotes. So I can like sit down or whatever. So like you can kind of like do stuff while you're waiting, which is kind of nice. But it also gives you a third-person angle, so you can see a wider
yeah.
view.
Oh, I
right.
thought you could be especially dicky and pompous about counting points.
Well, it's also better for kills and stuff.
Oh, this is a good question for Lawrence. Lawrence, what was your favorite indie game at E3?
Oh god.
You know what it is, right?
Quadrilateral Cowboy?
Whoa.
Actually, yes, that one.
Yeah.
I played Below. It was really good. I played a game where you play. I love this one because it's the indiest thing in the world. You play as a cat that drops out of college at the age of 20, and she goes back to her hometown and tries to hook up with all her old high school friends, but they're all losers and like unemployed too. So she has a bit of a midlife, early quarter-life crisis
They call it
about what her
catsis.
life's going to be about.
This is a cat?
Yeah, it's a cat. She goes back to a
Thank you,
home.
Spool. Thank you for
Her,
clarifying.
her town is full of like little anthropomorphic animals, so it's kind of like a Richard Scarry sort of stitch.
Is she like a cat? Or
No,
is she
she's
like
got
cat?
zero
What
titties.
does that mean?
Also, wouldn't she have like 8 teats?
Sure.
Yeah,
I
cats
don't-
have 8 boobs.
I don't care.
Yeah, it'd be like a Total Recall situation. So,
But
good game.
what about Roundabout?
That was awesome.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to get you guys some codes so we can play that.
I would like to play an indie game that Lawrence recommends. Only one though. Sam says the biggest disappointment of E3. What's your biggest disappointment?
I'm gonna get flack for this, especially from Lawrence, but Smash Brothers disappointed me
Whoa.
because it looks great, like it looks amazing,
Yeah.
but that's really the only thing about it.
Well, it's just like Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
They made the game again on Wii U, and
Yeah, but
it'll be fun.
Nintendo's never been about like let's just upgrade the graphics, and so like the new character's really cool. I played as Little Mac, and he's really cool. I watched someone play as Mega Man, he's really cool.
Yeah.
It looks amazing,
Uh-huh.
but the demo like that they had there, you were playing on a GameCube controller.
What?
You were playing it on a GameCube
On the Wii U?
'Cause it's
Yeah.
the most professional controller, right?
because it's the perfect controller for Smash, which is a dumb mentality to have for a game. That this what? How old? 10-year-old controller is the best suited controller to play this game.
I don't know, man.
So I'm sure it's going to be fun, but
It'll be fun, yeah.
it's just sad because Nintendo for a while was really like, fuck graphics, we're all about innovation and the way you play. But then they're like, oh, except for the stuff that makes us a lot of money. It's still fun, but
Yeah.
that kind of made me feel it.
What about you? What was your
Oh,
biggest
man.
disappointment of E3?
Huh.
Disappointment. I already know
Disappointment.
mine, but what's yours?
Shoot. It was actually Sony almost returning to form in the hubris department.
Yeah. 45 minutes of garbage.
Yeah, I liked when they went on the offense and were basically saying, no, we're all about games, and then they talk about powers for half an hour. That bummed me out because I thought we were like, hey, this is a new Sony. They realized their mistakes of the PS3 and their hubris, and they were kind of like, hey, it's all about the games, And then this dude comes out, this oil baron, and talks about how important media is and all these things. I just like,
Snapping his suspenders.
yeah, I wasn't about it. It was disappointing.
My biggest disappointment was the lack of an announcement for a certain game
Oh,
Wipe
I know what
out.
You're gonna say.
called The
Psychonauts
Last
2.
Guardian.
Oh.
Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah.
It turns out. Yeah, because everybody, honestly, I think we're hyping ourselves up at this point
Yeah.
for this game. So I don't think I ever want to talk about it again until it's actually announced, until next week when there's another rumor.
Okay.
But
We'll talk about
We'll
it again.
talk about it again.
Ooh, whoa. Hello.
You're gonna be gone for a lot of next week, and that's probably when the news is gonna drop.
Shut up! You stop it! Oh man, you might be right though. Todd Howard, he's a crazy one.
He's wild. Actually, I think he's around here somewhere.
Where?
Might see if I can-
He's over there somewhere?
hey Todd.
Hey, Giants, how's it going?
Todd Howard, what are you doing here?
I came for the live stream.
Wait, you came for our live stream?
I wanted to be here. I want to ask you guys a question in person.
Okay, so what's the question?
What do you think's the state of that game, Fallout 4?
Todd, you would know that better than. But you're developing. You're.
Oh, dang it! I should be in the office right now.
Todd, go back to work.
All right.
Boy, that's. Now, why didn't you talk to him?
What?
Why didn't you talk to Todd Howard?
Was he here? I
was
ran
just-
to the bathroom.
No,
I
he's just
went to
here.
the bathroom.
Just right there.
No.
Did he have his giant 10-gallon hat on?
You
like
bet
a
he did.
helmet?
He actually went like this to me too. like that.
That's weird.
Yeah, he tipped his hat and everything. It's great.
I unlocked a new scope.
Ooh.
This is exciting to me.
It's a little.
Look at this thing.
Next-
Oh
Next
yeah.
question from Mafia Zombie. Adam, how excited are you for the Master Chief Collection?
Very much. I actually did not anticipate that. So I guess we can talk about it now. We knew that thing was coming for a while.
Yes,
did?
we did. We did. That's true.
Fucked him.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the multiplayer is balanced in this game yet.
You're
It,
ruining
it kind of is. Well, I'm not actually doing that great. I'm doing okay.
But you're excited for Master Chief.
Yeah, so
because-
Master Chief Collection, so like we knew like a month ahead because of the pre-E3 stuff, and we had to keep quiet about it. And when we heard about it, we all kind of collectively shit ourselves. Like, okay, we knew the Halo 2 anniversary thing was going to happen, but as soon as we found out it was all the games, we're like, This is huge.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do this? This is insane. Also, like how the friend request thing keeps coming up over my radar, so I don't know where anyone is in this game.
It's a feature.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I actually do want to talk about Destiny. I know we're talking about Halo here.
Yeah.
But like, so you just pick your loadout. You have your weapons. There's no like weapon pickups like in classic Halo or anything like that.
Yeah.
You pick up different ammo types. So like that was my heavy one. I'm not crazy about that. So mid battle. Oh god, look at that load. You can just switch. So I'm going to switch to my rocket launcher. So when I pick up heavy ammo, you only get like 2 shots or something like that. But like whatever. It's an interesting aspect of the game.
I'm really excited to play this game. I haven't played it yet.
I
Actually, I played like 20 minutes.
I haven't played it at all,
It's
but
a-
I am excited to play
It's
it.
a little different.
I
but
played the single player at E3 and I really liked it a lot. Gosh, I really liked it.
yeah,
Do you think we'll be friends online?
Nope. Nope.
but yeah, Master Chief Collection. Yes, so stupidly excited.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, people are asking, this isn't an E3 question, but people are asking if we were supposed to play GTA 5 with Rockstar today. They canceled that. They're getting the content ready. It'll come back.
Yeah, we've been talking to them.
It's like, I got him, I got him.
Got ruined. Oof.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not even doing the best on my team. I'm
Yeah, but
doing
that'll come
okay.
back. GTA 5, I think it'll either be next week or the following that we stream some new content with them.
Yeah, but we have been talking to Rockstar. I don't think it's any secret. And we were hoping to talk to them this week because we're going to do the live stream, and then we're going to talk about the GTA 5 re-release and PC, and like, will it support mods? Like, we're hoping to get some answers from all that stuff. But next week, maybe, or the week after. Well, we'll be out of the
I
town.
was going to say, hopefully not next week because I won't be here.
You know what I'm curious about? They're re-releasing it on next gen, but they haven't announced any DLC yet. It's
True.
almost been, I mean,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
it'll
Well,
be
the heist-
coming up on a year by the time it's coming out, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe
when it hits in
next
fall.
gen includes,
Heist?
includes
Heist?
maybe some sort of
my
DLC
God.
that we haven't even heard about
You
yet.
mean heists?
Well, that's multiplayer, but I'm saying like,
Oh.
like
Story
story
DLC,
mode
I see.
DLC.
Damn.
Lawrence, I had a question for you, or at least I think you'd be able to address this. No Man's Sky, what are your thoughts?
It's really cool looking,
Th-
but
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
you
it's
don't
gonna
play as a
be-
cat that got back from
Hold on,
college.
I want to hear what Lawrence has to say.
What, Lawrence?
So procedurally generated content has a certain look to it. Some of that stuff is obviously procedurally generated, but like the monsters are way too complex to be 100% procedural.
Oh, that's right. You didn't think that was actual gameplay.
Me too.
Yeah.
right.
Well, no, I think it's actual gameplay. I think it's like a Peter Molyneux-esque oversell, where they're not saying enough about how it actually works, and people are kind of filling in the gaps automatically. And I think they're going to be like, wait, this is just a game when it
So you're
comes
saying
out.
a mile wide and inch deep?
More or less.
Yeah.
I think it'll be
I
fun
just
to.
made that term up.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
That's
very,
a
very
Halloween
good.
thing.
It's like Skyrim with guns.
I think it'll be like Mass Effect, where you'll fly around to planets, but you'll be like, this is the blue version of the thing I already saw. And you'll be like, there's another dinosaur, but it's the two-headed version.
But do you
of the
see
thing
it as
I
something
already
that could be
saw.
continually supported, like Minecraft, where they just add new enemy types and it like kind of changes the dynamic
Well,
of the game too?
Minecraft is unique because there is a goal to it, and you gradually discover that by playing. If No Man's Sky is just fly around and see cool stuff,
Well, I'm sure that there'll be eventual objectives, just like there was Minecraft. Because Minecraft Alpha was like nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Walking and like,
Yeah.
bang, 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 that was it. But eventually they added, whatever.
that's possible.
What do the kids call them? Creeps? Is that what they call them? Is that
Uh,
what they call them?
That's MOBA talk right there.
Call them craftoids.
Craftoids?
Yeah.
I was gonna probably do one more Crucible match and then we can go to single player and let one of you guys run around in there because
Yeah.
multiplayer might be a little too intense for you right now.
Are we babies?
Uh,
Mad rolling right now though.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Get all your E3 content right. It's over.
Do you want to pull up some Twitter questions?
yeah.
Lawrence?
Sure.
Either you or Lawrence.
Here's a question from Jake Robins on Twitter. Have Nintendo managed to redeem themselves? I don't think there was anything they had to redeem themselves from.
Yeah, they had to redeem themselves for the fact that no games have come out for their new console in the last year.
Yeah, for a year. I mean,
So-
they did, but honestly they gave us all the games we already knew were coming.
Yeah,
They were like, "Here's a new Zelda,"
which is better than them going like, we know you want Zelda, but why
Yeah.
don't you check out this game or whatever?
Right.
But they should have done that a year ago.
I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo wants because they don't owe anyone anything.
They don't give
It-
two shits.
It still feels like the whole Wii U thing was someone at Nintendo came up with the Wii U and didn't tell anyone they were going to do it, and then launched the console, and they were like, we don't have any games for this thing.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What's up?
I clicked on the wrong tab. Okay.
Sniper ever.
Nitram Nesradep on Twitter asks, I think there were too many 4-player co-op games. What do you think? Is it a good thing?
I was actually okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was really excited about that. I was super. I love playing games with my friends. I actually think at this point, the older that I get, the more I only want to play games with my friends because that's the only time I have, and I want to spend time with them as well as play a video game. I didn't know. I'm talking about you. No, I think that that's a much better trend, and also, I mean, hell, we've got the capabilities now. We can all play online together, and machines can handle it no problem. So why not more co-op?
Yeah. I think we've kind of exhausted every avenue of competitive multiplayer.
Yeah.
And so now they're like, how can we figure out how to get people playing online, but not necessarily just bashing against each other over and over
It's
again?
the thing I wanted really bad when I was in like high school, pre-college, where every game, I remember, I think I played Splinter Cell Chaos there, and I remember thinking like, man, this co-op mode's great. I wish every game had co-op, and I was really disappointed that Halo 2 didn't have co-op. But back then I had time. I had like way more time to
Right,
play
yeah,
games.
right.
Now I'm more like, I prefer things like Skyrim and like Far Cry and all these things, like single-player focused games, or like Wolfenstein, where like, yeah, I just want to play by myself. Like,
get
I
by
don't-
real
but,
quick.
like the thing, co-op doesn't feel as necessary to me anymore, and I'm sure someone out there wants it more than I do. But I think it's cool. It's cool they throw it in there, but a lot of times, like, I just want to play at my own pace because I'm not very social online. Like
There's
all
a
these friend requests I keep getting and I'm ignoring.
There's a catch
Sorry.
to it too, because like stuff like Evolve, like when we played Evolve, it was super fun. We had our headsets on, we were coordinating. We even had another dude like
Coaching us.
kind of like
Yeah.
helping us get through everything, and so it was super cool. But I was sitting at a certain point, I had to stop and think like, well, if Bruce is busy. Am I just going to hop into this game and just play
No.
as the assault class and hope that a bunch of online dudes who I'm not going to speak to
Right.
will be able to fill the role? And I'm not sure that they will. I'm hopeful. Like, that game is going to be so much fun. Just like Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Like, so much fun to play when you have your group, but it's just going to sit on my shelf when I don't.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that that's the nice thing about Destiny, for example, is that you've got the multiplayer,
Yeah.
and you've got the co-op, but then you can play it by yourself. You have the whole
Yeah,
single-player campaign, and like Adam compared it to the Old Republic. That's what the Old Republic was trying to do. They had the single-player campaign you could pay through when your friends weren't around, and I did that, but not many people did. I think they will for this game. I think that's going to be a little more prevalent. But
I'm playing with really smart people who don't know how to get into the giant tank, and they let other people take the tank. They're really smart.
What a bunch of assholes that don't know how to
Play an
this
alpha.
game's brand new. So
We're losing all the points.
Another question from Royal Perry.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Far Cry 4?
I wanted to be more excited about it.
Sure.
I kind of feel bad that I'm not. I think we're just kind of like, yeah, cool, Far Cry, awesome.
We all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We knew, I mean, like, when I got to play it at Ubisoft on Monday night, and I got to ride the elephant
Ooh.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
charge through a fortress and fucking just ruin dudes with, like, the trunk of the elephant and stuff. It was great fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't anything revolutionary, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm sure the campaign will be tons of fun, like Far Cry 3 was. So I don't know. I mean, like, everybody else is really, honestly, people on Machinima are really excited about Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
So we will definitely play it.
Yeah, the whole thing was I was more surprised of like how I wasn't surprised
Yeah.
about everything. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, it's freaking Far Cry. It's awesome. It's cool, and it has online co-op. And if you play it on PS4, your friend gets to play for free. You don't have to buy it.
Which is great.
Yeah, and I was like, why am I not excited about that? I think because everything was spoiled beforehand. I think we knew it was
Yeah,
all
we knew
coming.
all
Everything
about it.
leaked. And so, because a-holes like us leak the info early or find out about it and report on it, and then we're like bitter about it, I guess. Not bitter, I guess. I guess.
We just knew it was coming.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
That's what I was saying
Some of the
earlier.
surprises
It sets us
are
up to just merely be disappointed. The only thing we can be surprised by
Yeah,
is
that's true.
disappointment.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean we're not grateful.
It's kind of a good thing, though, that there really wasn't much disappointing this year at E3.
No, not at all. No, what I'm saying, like, a lot of the stuff we saw was great. Like, I want to walk away from the C3 thinking this is, like, one of the best ones in a very long time. Like, no motion control, all games, like, it's good stuff. And then, oh, come on. Show me your head.
I've seen a lot of questions in the chat about Oculus and Morpheus. Who used Oculus and Morpheus?
Didn't get to.
I use Oculus.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
used it. Lawrence, did you use Oculus?
At the show?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get to see either.
Oh man. So you're the only one. What did you think?
I loved it. I mean, it was the newer one. It was a little bit clearer, the DK2 or whatever. But like they were even saying the consumer version, which is going to come out, they said sometime 2015, is going to just be like perfect. And so I played Alien Isolation, and it was super scary. I only played for like a minute and a half, but it was really good.
Did you die right away?
Yeah, pretty quick.
I died right away.
Nice shot.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been following Oculus for 3 years now, and it's great. It's so cool. I have yet to see a practical application of Oculus. I've never
Yeah.
seen anybody. I've never been thinking to myself, I want to sit down and put this thing on and play. I've never thought that.
Yeah.
Never.
I think it could get there.
Oh, it'll get there. It'll get there. It's just not there yet. So, and everybody thinks it is. That's the problem with the hype about it now, is that everybody thinks that's where it's at. Like, they're just like, why can't we have it right now? And you're like, you don't want it now.
No,
not.
it's, you can try it out and you get an idea. Like as long as you have any kind of imagination, you'll see where it's going.
Right in the side, did you? Oh, my sleeve.
I like this. I'm like, I see you. I
Oh, you
see
can't
you.
shoot through the window? Oh,
No.
you can't.
Wait, you have the supercharge meter? What is that?
Oh,
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Good thing I said something.
Wow.
So, does it just fill up over time, and then you can use your ability?
Okay,
or
so you
what?
see the bar down there, the blue one?
Yeah, yeah.
So you see it like it's going up a
Yeah.
little at a time?
Yeah.
Now watch when I start shooting people.
Okay, it goes up faster.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a bigger version of whatever your attack is.
You get one big like power move, and yeah, that's my
That's
power
your
move.
power
That's the warlock's power move. There's a whole skill
but it's
tree you can
also
unlock.
filling up there.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like doing little things, so hopefully I can kill this
No,
guy.
no, this little thing here.
Balls.
The little, with the vibes going up.
That's my grenade.
Oh,
So
okay.
that fills up, and then my melee is like this, like charge attack. So
Okay.
and they actually play into each other. So I'll use my grenade, and to fill up my grenade, I have to do the same thing, same way you fill up your supercharge, like do things. So here, let's do that. That didn't do anything. That was bad.
Lawrence,
Too
are there
short.
any questions from Twitter?
Sure.
Do you have them?
This guy's not smart.
Do you, from
Oh no!
Nate,
Oh man!
from Mr.
Right away.
NVGH Gaming,
Yeah.
do you think that more developers should release alphas/betas of their games directly following their announcement, like Battlefield Hardline?
Yes, for all of the people who don't get to be at E3.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because it's a great way to really get people on board with it. I'm sure a lot of pre-orders went out for Hardline
Yeah.
just because they're at the pinnacle of its hype. You can try it and then get your hands on it.
Yeah.
But if you're like us and you're at E3, we're like wow, there is a line around like the
can't
corner
play it,
to play Battlefield Hardline. But if we were at home, we could be playing it right now.
But we are a very, very small percentage of people.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's great for everyone
Yeah,
else.
it's great for everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people have been asking us like, hey, have you played Battlefield yet?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no.
We haven't. We've been
Been at E3, goddammit.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of like surprises and stuff, you know, I know E3 people want a surprise and they want to come out and they go, and then
sounds
this,
really
and
cool.
surprise you. And it's even better when it's like, and then this that you can play right now.
Yeah, I
Like
think that's
as
really
opposed to, and then this which you can get your hands on in 6
Yeah.
months.
And I really like that actually.
Gosh.
Just well, because I think that's more of what E3 is going to end up being anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to just basically be like, here's a bunch of games that are out now.
Yeah.
Here, it's going to be just a giant commercial, like an online commercial, which is fine. I mean, that's what they're just. It's going to be the best of stuff. So I don't have any problems with that. But I like that idea that you know, it's like come to the rooftop and play Battlefield
Well,
or stay home, whatever.
Probably what it'll become will be Nintendo Directs with links that you click, like at a
Yeah,
certain point,
it
you
should be.
click on it and it takes you directly to
An
where you
annotation.
can download the game.
Yeah. Well, it was the same with the Destiny Alpha. That was they were like, and now go sign up for it, and it was like immediately filled up.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
closed right away.
And then people can play. I think it starts today, technically. Oh,
Boy, get that guy.
Go kill him.
Oh, there's another guy out there.
Lawrence, any other questions on Twitter?
Here's a really good one. The Russian Penguin asks, do you guys have
it's an
GFs or wives? If yes, post
I forgot to
pics
do this.
with user sign, because I refuse to believe you nerds have GFs, lol, get wrecked.
Oh, okay. So they're saying that they don't believe we have girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a wife.
I also do not have a girlfriend. I usually spend my time masturbating, or with them, or both. So at the same time, simultaneously.
Right, yeah.
But
We do all that stuff together.
usually, I mean, but we don't have girlfriends. I think that's
Who
kinda-
needs them?
No, nobody.
No.
You have Destiny.
I do now.
Yep. I can fuck Destiny, right? could.
It can fuck you more than you can fuck it.
But remember, plug an Oculus Rift into
Your penis.
my
hole.
penis hole.
Yeah. Get it in your penis hole. If you stick the end of the Destiny cord into your butt and then you put on the glasses, you can see inside your butt. Did you know that?
The end of the Destiny cord?
Did I say Destiny?
You
Oh, I
did,
meant
but I don't know, but
Oculus.
it's okay though. I like
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
I like where you're going with that.
That's what it's called though. The Oculus cord is called the Destiny cord.
Let's see here. More.
God.
So remember, we're doing E3 questions right now, guys. We're just playing the Destiny Alpha for now. But
Supercharged.
if you guys, come on! Oh man, that's brutal. My friend! If you guys want to,
Man.
he's fucking ruining it.
Hey,
I did just do a triple kill. That
That
was cool.
pretty awesome.
If you guys want to talk to us about E3, now's the time. Just go to the Twitch chat or tweet us your E3 questions, and we can answer them.
This is your last chance. We're never talking about E3 again.
Absolutely never. No, I don't ever want to talk about it again. Can you run
Not
those?
next year.
No,
God.
we're not talking about next year either. Let's see here. Adam Kovic, how open is each map here in Destiny?
So I mean, it's just the alpha, so it's just a very small snippet what you're getting, and so far it's pretty good. It's less open and just more just extremely detailed, and it's leaving a lot to like me thinking like, well, what else is going to be in this game? And the fact that you can go to Mars and like the moon and everything else, like it excites me. Oh yeah, so those little orbs you pick up too also fill up your super meter. That's why my meter's already almost up.
You're ruining people right now, Kovic.
Oh my God.
Really bad for all of them.
I shouldn't do that.
Oh, back off, back off.
Hold on.
Let him do his thing, yeah?
Yeah. Well, also see my melee is filled up too.
So supercharge.
No.
Supercharge
Wait,
punch.
Is that him?
Nope,
No.
friendly.
And then also you can slide. Forgot about that.
Zone A's captured. It's yours.
They're like the coolest super soldier interplanetary galaxy warriors, and they're like,
They're all dancing on the. Let's see. So somebody asked, do we actually care for Sims 4? Did anybody touch it?
I'm actually excited for it.
I didn't touch it.
You're excited for Sims 4? Oh my.
I'm hoping for something that has better load times than Sims 3. That's it.
I mean, I watched the demo showing how you can create a character,
Yeah.
and it's a lot less funky. It'll probably be easier for Adam to fuck up, but like,
Yeah.
it's not just sliders. Like it's like almost like modeling like a clay face.
Oh.
So it's like you want the nose to be bigger, you click on it, and then you can drag it to be wider or to higher or whatever.
That's going to be
Slide
easier
the
when
face
we
around.
make ourselves in Sims.
Zone A
Yeah.
lost.
Everybody, there's also a few people asking about how we did in the Evolve
Enemy
tournament.
captured.
So I'll explain what it is, and then somebody else can talk about how we did. So
Only 1 minute
we were entered into an the game Evolve tournament, where it's 4v1, where we were playing with Nerdist. We played with a guy named Dan Casey from Nerdist, and we'd never played the game before together. So we played on Tuesday, and we ended up just ruining them. We were the hunters, and they were the monster.
Well, we
What?
got to practice.
We got to pass around and got our asses kicked.
We got our asses kicked
But,
like a level 1.
but so it took us about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get used to the game. And once we did, we all played together and did really well.
Yeah.
So that leads us to yesterday.
Yes. So yesterday we arrived to play for the championship match.
Yeah, we did.
Because there were 4 teams, I think, and then 2 teams.
I don't know why we ended up getting to the finals, but we
Two
did.
teams. Yeah, 2 teams played the first day, and we were the victorious team, so
Yeah.
we went to the championship. Then 2 teams played the next day, and then we were going to play the winners of the second day, and then we did it. And then the first time we went, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We played as the hunters
We played
versus
first.
their monster, and we fucking destroyed that monster.
Yeah, we did.
We wrecked that monster. And then the way it works is then you switch sides, and then the guy on our team that controls the monster has to play against their hunters.
Correct.
And he was doing really well.
He did really well, I thought.
He actually killed at the very last second. He killed all of the other team, including the helper dog Daisy, right? and then as he was like backing away, sentry guns just took him out. They lucked out.
So we won 1-1. So we won one as the hunters, and then our monster lost. So now we're 1-1 at best 2 out of 3. And then E3 told us to leave.
Yeah,
it was
they were gonna
5:15,
shut the
and
power
they shut the
off.
power off. So we have one more match to actually decide the Evolve tournament winner.
Did I do well?
You did very well.
You did
What was
really,
my
really well.
deaths? KD ratio. It doesn't say your
19
deaths
kills.
though.
Do the math.
2.71.
Shouldn't they tell you how many deaths
Yeah,
you
just
have?
do the
now?
math.
You did really, really well.
Yeah, no, I did great. That was a good match. That was fun.
Gosh, murdered
We're
everybody.
gonna go to orbit.
It looked like you were murdering people 3 at a time.
So this, Eric, I'm going to show you some cool stuff about this. So this is why, it's like one of those moments where I found out that this game is really freaking cool. The load times are, could be better.
Hold on, everybody says that I have a camel toe. Should I make the camel toe worse?
Make it bigger.
Can I do that? Is that even a thing?
How do you? Oh God. God. What happens to everything inside there when you're doing that?
It kind of moves
Just
to the
your
side a little bit.
Balls
Slides
being sucked
around.
into
Yeah,
your
like push,
body.
push to the
Up
side.
and in,
I hurt.
lift and separate.
Hurt a little bit.
Lift.
Oh, someone actually asked a question, was there any Bloodborne gameplay or other revealed outside of E3? There was a trailer that leaked. It was supposed to be shown at the E3 press conference, and they ended up pulling it, I think. Like, it was like on their channel or Sony's
There
channel.
was a gameplay demo.
Every version of it I've seen get uploaded has been stricken. So I don't think Sony wants you to see it because it's a little choppy, but it looks cool. Like,
I see.
there's no shield in the game. It's all Victorian, and you have a shotgun, like a shotgun sword.
Yeah.
But it's from the guys who made Dark Souls, so it's like, I'm kind of into
Is
it.
it Dark Souls or Demon Souls?
It's a spiritual
It's from
successor.
software,
right?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. But it's called Blood Porn.
I just really hope that the game is extremely accessible. I want it to have.
Do you think it's going to be
I
accessible?
want it to have like a combo system.
I want QuickTime events.
And
Nothing but
QuickTime
QuickTime
It's
events.
not going to have any of those things.
Execution kills.
This is From Software we're talking about.
I know, but I still think that as soon as they start getting more and more money, they won't resist the urge to make a game that's fun.
Really?
Yeah, I think
you're wrong.
Well, you know my theory about Demon Souls and Dark Souls is that they basically didn't have enough money to make a full, complete game.
No, they didn't finish it. Yeah.
So they released what they had,
Right.
and then people were like, "It's a old school, it's a throwback, and it's very vague, and it's hard because it's meant to be hard."
no, they didn't finish it.
But they just didn't get a chance to put in all the things they wanted.
Right.
So, but I think that at a certain point,
They're gonna be
obviously
able to
Dark
finish
Souls 2 was successful, and they'll make a complete game.
I don't think so. I think that they hit on a really important formula for gaming now, and they're like, well, we want to be the snobs
Oh,
of the gaming industry. So they are.
The setting is really cool. I like the setting.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing now? What's going on?
Blind stuff, I can't talk. So you can just buy like random items. So this is just cosmetic based. Actually, I don't think it loads on. There it is. Oh. So it's just something under my
Looks
ass.
like you farted.
I know, just wait, hold on here.
I got a question from Roberto Apodaca.
Yes.
What was your favorite part about E3 besides the games?
What?
Every developer I spoke to was really cool. It seemed like happy to be there and showing their game. And sometimes they're like,
Really? They're all bummed out?
Sometimes you see like a lot of developers and they're like Harrison Ford doing his 8th interview of the day
Oh, I
for
see.
like morning radio.
I got to stand next to Shigeru Miyamoto as he was brushing his teeth,
And then I peed next to him.
and then you
Wow.
peed next to him.
Did he ever leave the bathroom?
Well, he was in there brushing his teeth for a while.
Yeah,
Which I actually, here's the thing, I have even more respect for him now. Because I have done some game interviews, or developer interviews,
So you
where.
say you saw his dick.
No, I had more respect.
It's huge.
No, but I thought that was really nice of him that he actually cared. He had enough respect for other
Yeah.
people that he would brush his teeth. Not a lot of people have done that. Anyway,
No, you're right. I would completely agree. I mean, he's been doing it, what, for 30 years?
yeah, he gets it.
Jeez.
He gets the game. All right, so I'm going to dump you into some single player stuff.
James, you did the interview for Sunset Overdrive, so thoughts on Sunset Overdrive?
I thought it looked really cool. It's basically Ratchet and Clank meets Dead Rising, or Jet Grind Radio.
That's not a game.
It is a game.
James, you don't know what you're
The
talking about.
Dreamcast, Xbox babies. But yeah, it looked really cool. I watched some of the single player, and then I actually got to play the multiplayer.
Oh.
One thing a lot of people didn't realize is that you can create a character, so you don't have to play as the cheesy dude from the trailers. You can play as a woman,
Yeah,
a man,
yeah.
a fat guy, a skinny guy, a tall guy, or whatever. And then you
Other
just kinda-
douchebags.
Yeah, and any other douchebag you want to.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
This question's for Bruce, pretty much. How disappointed are you in the lack of Star Wars Battlefront news or footage?
They showed the outside of that building that they're making it in.
Yeah, they showed a building.
So pretty much the entire game
They
was
showed-
spoiled.
They showed some ATSD Maya images, like the ones that I made when I was 14.
know, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can make the ATSD walk, and they showed it to me.
what's out there.
And I was like, That's 20 years old. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's like from pirated software that I got a long time ago. And then they also showed the speeder bike.
Meanwhile, this game exists.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's
This is
neat.
a scouting mission.
Speeder bike.
All right, here's the details.
This is a part that I'm at some point. I think we should just speedrun this, but you're not supposed to be down here.
Alright.
Ooh, loot. Never mind.
My favorite part about the Battlefront footage is that while we were watching it live, Adam kept turning it off. So I was like, oh man, I can't wait for Star Wars Battlefront. And it's like, and he's like, hold on, let me try and maximize it. Close. And I was like, God damn.
What does this X do?
So you can't kill these guys because
You can't kill him at
their
all.
levels are so high.
Watch out.
But here, if I can get through them, I can't
Oh,
spawn.
you're gonna try and run by?
Just thinking about it. Here, you
Turn
can-
off your
Bring your
flashlight.
speeder down there.
But do a little
Run!
bit.
Oh man,
Can you slow them down or anything?
just by like firing at them.
nice slide.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it didn't.
Oh, bad idea! Bad
They
idea!
backed off.
He's
They
afraid
backed
of
off.
you.
Yeah, they backed off. Wait, they backed off.
I like his tactics of walking.
No, but look, they backed off. Why'd they do that?
They're fearing
No,
you.
no, what are you doing?
Oh, because they're being tactical.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
There was something in
They're
that room.
confused.
There's something in the room they
There
were
was
scared of.
nothing there. It was me. They were scared of me.
He found a secret.
I guess there's nothing in there. It's just those dudes.
Also, my favorite part about Battlefront footage was that, remember when he reloaded it, got it back up, it was like, ba ba ba. He's like, hold on, I gotta maximize it again. Close. I was like, oh, come on! 2 times in a row!
Whatever. I saved you so much pain.
30 seconds. Oh, I'm really excited about that.
No, they only showed like the offices of their building.
Bye.
The offices of, this is where we're making Battlefront.
They were.
I
And
think about all these guys that are dying and the mothers. They go, well, can I at least bury his body? Oh no, there's
Vaporized.
nothing left. He
Yeah.
turned into neon and then just
He
disappeared.
blew away. And it turns out, he's actually, you're breathing him right now.
so the one thing that I'm not crazy about this game.
Uh-oh.
Notice how these guys already respawn.
Oh wow,
It's
that's
ve-
quick.
very MMO-ish, and I'm like, it's not super annoying because they're usually just nothing. Like, but sometimes it just gets like kind of.
You get XP for killing these guys?
Not now. I'm
You're too low level, right?
kind of. Like you'll get little points like there, but
It's like Borderlands.
I'm capped off right now because I've leveled.
Oh, I
they're
gotcha.
they're only making it go to level 8, which kind of sucks because you can hit that like in an hour maybe. Like it's really low. I've almost maxed out every character. I was just playing as the Warlock because this is the first one I played as, and he has the best gear and everything else right now. So I was playing as him so that the multiplayer I would do a little bit easier because I have like just more options.
There's
to
a
play
kid in the
with.
chat that says you can kill those dudes down below.
I'm
He
sure
says-
you can.
He says, yeah, I've done it.
Okay,
That's what he said.
he's MLG. I'm not. That's fine.
Lawrence, they're asking what your thoughts are on Witcher 3.
I didn't get to see it at all this year.
None of us did.
So I'm going to play it. It's just a foregone conclusion at this
I'll
point.
tell you, from the perspective of someone who hasn't played any of the previous Witcher games and have had zero interest leading up to it, looks really good.
Same with me. I actually, well, I'll be fair. I watched Witcher 2. I watched my roommate play it. And I watched like 6 or 7 hours of it. And it looked cool, but all the pain he went through just to play the game, he was just every time I could hear him yelling in his room. Bah! It was really hard.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest. I played the game on easy.
Yeah, no.
It got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna. I want to hear this story, and I'm not gonna progress unless I puss out. And
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
But Witcher 3 supposedly is supposed to be 20% larger than Skyrim, which I thought was amazing as well. It's huge.
And it looks good. It looks like the combat and everything looks like really. It's a unique game. It's different. It's a lot more hard.
Oh, XK Rondo 27 wants to know what about Civ Beyond Earth?
Nope.
I'll tell you,
Nobody
XK
said- nobody asked that
Rondo
question, but
27.
did
want to know.
you see it?
I did. I went to the theater presentation of it.
that's right.
and I had to ask the guy standing in front of the door if that was the line for it because there was no one there. I thought it was the exit, and I was just waiting for people to come out. But
Was
then I
he
got
crying?
What?
Was he crying?
No, he didn't care. But yeah, I watched the theater presentation. Lawrence and I had seen some footage for it, and it just looked kind of like a mod. Like it almost looked like it could have just been a reskin of Civ 5.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
not bad. though.
But then when I sat in for the actual theater presentation, I saw that there are a lot of new things. It is a lot more than just what could have been a DLC, such as there's a whole orbital level to it. So like you can shoot up satellites into the air and then send your satellite over an enemy base so you can scout the whole area or give buffs to the troops in that area.
That's cool.
and alien plant life and stuff can go into the air and then start spewing stuff down in their cities and stuff. Stuff like that is really cool. And then there's this new system where there's supremacy, harmony, and something else where you're basically on a new planet. You can decide whether or not you want to fuck up that new planet, Zod style, and turn it into basically a new Earth. Deal with the creatures that already exist there and kind of live harmoniously with it, or pretty much turn your people into a robot civilization like ants that can reproduce
Cool.
and exist on any planet, no matter the scenario.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. The game looks really good.
Lawrence, any thoughts on Civ 5?
I mean, that's another one that I'm in for. But yeah, like, I mean, basically what James was saying is I was concerned when I first laid eyes on it that it looked like a palette swapped Civ 5. But there are mechanics that aren't immediately apparent. He listed them all. You know, the affinities, the orbital layer. What I really like, I was kind of thinking about it. Usually the way those strategy games works is one Civ will have like a trait that makes it better against another Civ. But the way it seems in this one is if you pick a certain affinity, that actually makes it so somebody with the same affinity is better at attacking you. Because say you
no
pick
idea what
Harmony
you're
or
talking
whatever, and you get better at like
I'm just
using
shooting
alien
stuff.
terrain. So you have miasma all around your city. It actually helps you. But somebody else, miasma hurts their unit, so it makes it harder for them to attack you. But then like your tile improvements will actually hurt them. So if they take over a city, it's going to be completely wrecked for them. So like it seems like just kind of thinking about it that a Civ with the same affinity, that might be a good military target as opposed to the other ones that you might want to trade with. Kind of an interesting take on it.
I hate to interrupt the Civ 5 podcast, but we have to move on to other questions
The Civcast?
about E3.
Check out our Civcast, guys.
I got a good
We're up
one.
to 4 downloads.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
That guy was like, I'll sneak up on him. I'm stealth.
Lawrence, go ahead.
So oh, here we go. Mr. Frank O asks, were y'all starstruck at any point at the expo?
Yeah, we met Miyamoto.
Yeah,
Well, I
remember when
peed next to him.
Yeah, when I watched him helped him brush his teeth.
Helped him.
Remember that?
This isn't really starstruck, but I saw Peter Molyneux standing next to a trash can. It looked like he was presenting it.
This trash can will literally change the way you think about games.
Yeah, that's probably his new game. I think he's working on his new game over there. Or maybe he just had to throw up.
He's sick of himself.
What about you, Lawrence? You see any stars?
I got to see the dude who does game show for PBS. Yeah, these are going to be nerdy.
Wait, what's
I'm blanking on his name.
Sontag.
Starstruck, huh?
Hey, it's that
Still
dude!
starstruck.
Oh my
I
god,
thought-
it's you! What's your face?
I thought I knew what Lawrence was going to say.
He's also the founder of Killscreen magazine. Yep.
Victor Lucas?
Hey, people are
No.
leaving the chat.
No.
He was there, though. I did see.
I know, I saw him.
Oh, Victor Lucas?
What Lawrence is trying to say is he saw Ed Boon and met Ed Boon.
Yeah, I was about to bring up Ed Boon. I'm not really, Jimin Warren, by the way, is his name.
This is just like the interview he did with Guns Up.
Are you sure it's not jamming?
It might be, I don't know.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's
Guns
gonna
Up
be
is like,
there's
he
gonna be-
mentioned us.
there's gonna be there's gonna be a bonus interview with Lawrence on the IG channel where he interviewed the developers of Guns Up and just absolutely tore them apart.
Is it really going to be up on the IG channel?
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the IG channel.
In its entirety?
In its entirety.
We
Like
only
11 minutes
no, it's
long.
like it's 9 minutes long. It's not so bad.
we only put interviews up where they go completely wrong.
And to be fair, Lawrence actually, like he was trying to, it got swapped. So originally he wasn't supposed to do the interview, and then it got thrown on him at the last minute. So he kind of had to like come up with some questions on the fly, which is very hard to do in an interview.
Well, yeah, and he also made sure to let them know that he had no
Immediately.
idea what their game was.
I apologized.
No, like I said, Lawrence doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
It was a
And
humble
honestly,
apology.
Also, in Lawrence's defense, it seemed like he was trying to not make it just be, here are the generic questions that you will be asked as you walk around all day, going from booth to booth,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
asked
yeah.
questions. Only it was the first interview they had done for this game ever.
Well, you know what? They're going to remember it.
They are gonna
Yeah,
remember.
they will. They definitely will. Oh man.
I'm inviting people to my fire team.
That's another question for Lawrence. What do you think the new Doom will look like?
It's impossible to say.
I know it is.
Sadly.
it really is.
Uh,
that trailer
8-bit.
shows nothing.
Will it have the rock?
It absolutely will have The Rock. Yes.
What?
So it's going to be on Tech 5. It's going to look incredible. I mean, that teaser that they put out, I'm pretty sure is in engine. So I expect it to look really pretty. With any luck, it'll be a no frills, no story just like kill some fucking demons in a good-looking Demon Corridor type game. But it's probably not going to be. If anything, what I secretly hope in the back of my head is they've been tapping Machine Games and like being like, okay, you guys have figured it out. They're the guys who made Wolfenstein.
Oh, gotcha.
Basically, like during the development of Wolfenstein, hopefully Bethesda was like playing some alpha builds, some beta builds, and like, oh, you guys actually get it. Let's fly you guys over to id, have you collaborate on the next Doom.
How sad is that?
And you guys can remind them how to make good games. And actually, I really liked Rage, so whatever. But yeah, hopefully it's got a good sense of humor about it, because Doom is not meant to be taken seriously, and it just looks real good. And if it's on Tech 5, I'm confident it'll play well. So, yeah, we'll see at QuakeCon, the world's nexus of gaming news and information.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, the trailer didn't show anything.
No.
When do you think we'll see gameplay for it?
QuakeCon.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's coming up soon.
Really?
In August.
That soon?
August?
Fitch, please asks, biggest letdown of E3.
Oh, I think we already
We did disappointment.
disappointed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, the biggest letdown was Fallout 4 for me.
I forgot that question.
Well, it's hard to be disappointed on something that doesn't exist.
Well, that it wasn't. His disappointment is with the E3 convention
Right.
as a whole.
Also, the fact is, the game
Guardian,
does exist.
there's a great
We all
shadow
know it
being cast
exists.
here.
Unconfirmed.
I think that we need to see it.
I'm actually I was a little disappointed in EA's press conference because they showed off a lot of cool ideas, but it seems like they're all about 2 years behind.
Yeah.
So like we're seeing there's a lot of tech demos. So like Mirror's Edge, I think is probably like feels like it's really far away because they didn't really show a lot.
Wasn't that gameplay though? They showed gameplay.
Yeah, but it was still like. Did they say it's coming out next year, Lawrence?
Sorry, what?
Mirror's Edge. Did they say it's coming out next year?
I don't think they said.
Oh, balls.
I mean, it is in engine, but they had that engine already, so it's not,
Yeah.
not a huge
That's
deal.
true. This is a good question from LlamaGod666. Do you guys think Battlefield Hardline could have been a DLC? Yes.
Of course.
I
Absolutely.
think so.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, at least what I have actually played it, and it really feels. It just feels like rush mode, but you never actually move to the next point.
Yeah.
It's the trailer is definitely the coolest game you could ever potentially
Like
have.
possible outcomes?
Yeah, like. Because the whole getting in a car, driving away with the loot, that shit doesn't happen. There's like 2 overturned trucks, and then it's just a bunch of guys standing around the trucks just killing each other. It is cool. I'll probably end up getting it, but the trailer definitely did.
Also, Lawrence and I were talking. I don't think they've confirmed a price for it yet, so it may not be a full.
No, it's a full game. As soon as they showed the single player in the leaked footage, I immediately knew it. I was like, yeah, $60 game. If it was multiplayer only, it'd be like, okay, $30. But I mean, from the business side, like you try to see everything from both sides, and they need to sell a $60 game. They have to make their investors happy. They're like, why is Call of Duty putting out a game every year making $80 million? Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, why aren't you doing that?
Yeah,
and you got to keep the investors happy. And I'm not saying that's excusable,
No, right.
but that's just the reality of what it is, and it's kind of shitty.
Kill that heart. Oh, wow.
He's a withered. I killed the
You killed the wizard.
I killed the withered.
Oh, this is the part I played in the single player. What else? What else?
How long does it take to level up?
Pretty quick. Like
Yeah.
once you kind of like get the basics of the game and kind of figure out the quickest way to leveling up, which is usually there's a big raid you can do. Oh, so then also you get these little unlockables. So you see that the engram or whatever. So these are all your weapons. So that it's a power weapon, but I won't know what it is until I get it. What is it? One of those like I get it identified by a cryptographer or
right,
whatever.
yeah,
It's like Diablo or
It gets
anything like
revealed,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
The White Ghost asked what we thought of the Nintendo press conference. We didn't get to watch it because we were working.
Lawrence and I were trying to.
You guys were trying to watch
on
it.
his phone, and then the screens at E3 had the stream of it going.
Yeah.
We were trying to watch it, but then you were like, "Get back to work."
Yeah, we had to work.
Yeah.
We had to shoot a show. However,
We just caught up with all the
we
trailers
got the
later.
trailers, yeah, I mean, which is what we needed.
Yeah.
And then the video of
Good work.
Shiggy
I'll update
and
that
Fizumi
Reggie,
fighting.
Reggie and Shiggy,
Fizumi and Shiggy.
Shig and Reg,
Shig and Reg is what that's the name of the
the
show.
sitcom.
Which was hilarious. Not really at all. But
Right. That was really a thing?
yeah, you didn't see it?
No.
Shig and Reg.
The Shig and Reg show, starring Shig and Reg.
Yeah.
Um,
I will believe anything right now.
It's there.
That could have happened.
You wanna watch it if you want. But I mean, like, Lawrence you were excited about Nintendo, right?
Sorry?
You were excited about Nintendo, right? Like everything they were revealing was something you wanted.
Yeah, they showed a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, Splatoon sounds really cool from a multiplayer mechanic standpoint. Star Fox was somewhere. They didn't really display
Oh yeah,
it.
that's right. They didn't. Yeah.
Wasn't it just Miyamoto just standing next to a booth saying,
Pretty
"Yep"?
much. Codename Steam,
asked
that
for
was
it.
the name of it. That actually sounds pretty cool.
No name Steam.
Yeah, Intelligent
Steam.
Systems, they make good stuff. So.
I mean, they're finally gonna do digital downloads that don't suck. That don't take 6 days to download.
No.
Hey, it's gotten better. It's only like half a day now. Actually, Mario Kart 8 only took maybe 45 minutes to download.
Oh,
so.
good.
That's good.
Then again, it's like 4 gigs. So,
Mario Kart 8 is only 4 gigs. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
No wonder you were upset about it.
All those tracks.
Um,
Hard to cram them in.
Lawrence also tried that Project Giant Robo.
Oh, yeah.
He actually played it. I watched him.
what
play
is
it.
that?
Nintendo's really good at making what amounts to digital toys. Like, they're fun to play with for 15 minutes. And then you just kind of like, okay, I'm done.
That's what the Wii was, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I played some Wii Tennis with everybody for 10
And
minutes.
that's not a bad thing. I don't
No,
think.
it's not a bad thing, but I mean,
As long as you're constantly releasing new
Yeah.
toys to slot in there. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is kind of. So this isn't even the boss. This is the boss before the boss, and he's not really easy.
Mario Maker looked pretty slick, to be honest.
so everybody's all right. So a lot of people have been asking about Assassin's Creed Unity, and you got to talk to the developer, so you should answer that.
Okay, what are they asking?
They're just basically asking what you thought about it.
Oh.
What like what the multiplayer was like. You didn't get to play it though, right?
No,
'Cause
I didn't get to
you had
play it.
Watch somebody
Lines
play
were
it.
too long. I watched a dude with a neck beard and a wax mustache play it. That was great. He smelled fantastic too.
Ooh.
Actually, it was great when LeVar Burton came in. His pleasant aroma overpowered everything in the room. So I was like, "Thank you, LeVar."
That's right. LeVar
For
Burton was
everything you've
in there
given to
with
me.
us as we were watching Far Cry.
Yes.
Tell them about the Assassin's Creed.
I didn't realize this when I first saw Unity, but it's basically a return to Assassin's Creed 1, in that it focuses on crowd mechanics, crowd stealth, and assassinations. Because if you think about it, AC4 doesn't really have any of those elements. It's got boats,
I love
treasure.
boats.
Yeah.
But I love
Running
boats.
in, destroying everything,
Yeah,
murdering everyone.
it's
Photos.
progressively moved away from where the series started, which is blending into a crowd, stealth killing people, and then using social stealth to get away.
a lot
So
of
now
pressure.
that they're on this gen, they can have crowds that are way bigger. They have multiple AI types within every crowd that will react different ways, so you can kind of see that, like, oh, this guy is this like civilian is armed, so I'm going to stay away from him because if he goes insane, he'll start attacking people. See, that's a cop, so I'll stay away from him too. I'll just be in this crowd of like unarmed civilians. It's potentially very cool. Like it could be the Assassin's Creed division that was pitched with AC1, that depending on your opinion has or hasn't.
Do you think it
happened
actually
yet.
looked like next gen? Like this is what they've been. This is now that they have like more, resources, memory wise, and everything else. They can finally do all the stuff like that they've wanted to do. Like this is their dream.
I think
Are
so.
they living it? Well,
Yeah.
no, think about it. They're making a game about France.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't see where.
The creepiest part of France.
I'm also
too.
playing a game and trying to have a conversation.
No, it's very tough.
One thing
I'm
that
horrible
I,
at it.
I really liked is I asked him about the meta plot of Assassin's Creed, how they always have some kind of framing device.
Yeah.
And he said it would be different than 4, so you're not playing the nameless developer at Abstergo anymore. And he
It's Fred.
had an air of humor about him when he was hinting at it. So I think it'll be another kind of goofy, meta, humorous framing around Unity that I really enjoyed 4 because it gave them a lot of chance to be humorous about game development in general.
Here's my guess. You play as like a bunch of young male, like a group of young male friends who have hacked into the Abstergo system or something.
Okay.
So it's going to be super meta because you basically play as a bunch of young gamers who are now
Oh.
playing as these assassins.
I like
That's
that.
what it's going to
That's a
be.
good guess, actually.
So you just play as the kids from Chronicle, and you found a video game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Lawrence, did you ask him if there would be boats?
I did.
And?
And
No.
no boats?
I mean,
No
the
boats.
the first thing I said in the interview is, where are the boats? And there are no boats.
What about Montenegro?
Man, he must
I
have
can build
loved you.
Philip City again?
That's racist. Why would you say that?
And
It's not in Italy?
Yes,
This is
it
France.
is Italy. It is in France.
So this one's-
It's a joke. It's a joke.
So Evan Kinsey tweeted it. Once this question answered so badly, he tweeted it twice. What new content / gameplay mechanics do you want to see return in Halo 5 multiplayer, or any from older Halo games that should return?
I think what they're gonna do, and it's the smartest thing they could possibly do,
Boats.
they're gonna put in boats.
Boats.
I think they're gonna return to classic Halo. They're
Which
gonna
is?
they're gonna take everything out.
Really?
Like I think
Just
they.
like pistols.
So you're not going to
Slow it
spawn with
down.
weapons? You just
Yeah, I
have to
think
pick
they're
up
gonna
everything?
take out Sprint. They're gonna take out Armor Lock. Like
No way are they gonna do that.
it's
so.
it's the
Halo 3 was their biggest thing, and that was the fastest game. I mean,
Halo 3 didn't have Sprint.
Halo 4 was the fastest. Halo 4
Oh, yeah,
was
Halo
them
4 's fast.
basically trying to mimic Call of Duty in some way, but
but it didn't do very well, and Halo 3 did well. I mean, like Halo 3 was
Yeah.
way faster than the original Halo.
It got faster for sure, but
Run.
yeah, there's no point in going on from there because then he just just regenerates. So I think let me see. Oh no, hey, I can continue. It's only when you do the raid or whatever that it like
Wait,
if he kills your whole team,
are
you
you
come
talking
back.
about Destiny or Halo now?
This.
Alright.
Sorry. Well, I'm trying to kill this thing on my own, which is you're not supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be here. This is what someone would tell me.
But either way, it sounds like so. You think Halo 5 is going back to original Halo?
I think it's going to be as like bare bones as you could really get.
that's what people want.
I think that's what the Halo fans want, and 343 is interested in listening to the people. They'll probably make something that's a little bit more faster for the Call of Duty kids who want it, but I think honestly right now they're just interested in appeasing the Halo fans, hence the re-release of every Halo ever made, as opposed to just putting them out one at a time.
I'm gonna be really interested to see how that sells because I don't necessarily think it's gonna sell very well. I think the Halo fans will pick it up, but after that, like I'm not.
Yeah, but
I think.
you don't think highly of us.
That's absolutely not true. I think.
Oh, that's not true.
I mean, it's not true.
I was gonna say it was true.
We were saying that we do like Halo. Don't like Halo. We don't. Yeah, we don't like Halo
don't.
fans. They're kind of dumb.
And chauvinistic.
Is that what we're supposed to say?
Full of ourselves. Wait, chauvinistic.
Let's see here.
So to answer your question, yes, Cortana will show her boobs in Halo.
She's dead.
She's gonna know. She's not dead. She's gonna be the Guardian. I got news for you, bros.
The Guardian is actually for gamers.
They're trying to hack into the system.
Surga.
Surga, right? Actually, no. I think Polygon found out that it was Agent Locke as the Guardian or whatever.
They ended up revealing it the
But-
whole thing.
We'll buy Halo, you'll fucking like.
Hey, don't yell. I mean,
Damn straight,
I'm absolutely
Lester.
not gonna buy Halo. Shut up.
Yep, that's why you're my girl.
He can. He just called you a girl, Lester.
You're my baby.
No, not me, him.
Yeah, it was Adam.
I would never.
Suck it.
I said you're my sweet cheeks.
Just supercharge him already.
No, well, I'm waiting for his neck to get revealed.
No, just do it. It'll be a
Supercharger!
Supercharger! It's
You're not
almost
doing
done
it.
anyway. Just supercharge it.
Come on,
It's done.
please finish him.
It's done. Supercharge.
Nope,
It'll work.
Finish him.
won't watch.
It's enough. You should have waited until the thing.
You suck.
Halo fans countdown.
Damage waste.
Hate you guys.
Any other
Damn
questions,
it.
Lawrence? Lawrence? Any other questions on Twitter?
Punch it.
Doesn't work.
Humiliating.
Did Evolve play as great as it looked? Asked by Lars Shannon.
I think there
It's
are,
hard to say because we all played as different classes.
and I think that there's at this point, the main problem with that game is that the jetpack runs out way too fast. So
Yeah.
for me, I always wanted to go faster and go higher, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, like the mechanics themselves were great. Like shooting and just like Left 4 Dead, it was really
Well,
really responsive.
When your team works together, it's fun.
Oh,
when
yeah, yeah.
you're just a bunch of retards running around, not so much.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that there's like everyone has a role though. You need to assume the role. Whereas Left 4 Dead, it's like everyone shoot and kill everything.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like once we realized that we needed to keep the medic alive, like to have any sort of
Oh, right,
chance.
for rebuff,
That's
yeah.
basically how our strategy formed.
Yeah.
And then stuff. But then there's stuff like Adam played as the trapper, so he had a faster run speed than I did, and so he would get really far ahead, and I was the assault dragging like
Yeah.
10 gallons of fuel behind me. Just I couldn't catch up with them, and so jetpack really ran out fast for me because I'm constantly trying to boost up to him.
Yep, it was the same with me. Otherwise, though, Evolve was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you get 4 of your dudes together, 4 of your bros, and maybe a girl in there somewhere, then you guys get together and play Evolve. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But if you join online, it'll be just like Left 4 Dead, where you're like, "Fuck that Dragon Sniper 69. He doesn't know what he's doing."
Yeah.
So
Are we answering the same question as the guy who asked? Is it Amano Henry? Is that who we've been answering this whole time?
No, they just said how.
Well, yeah, he asked a similar question saying, what is the hype with Evolve? And it's like, it's funny because you walk by your booth and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, people are screaming for the game like it's a MOBA. And if you have something to root for, like, when we first were looking at it, we're like, we don't know what's going on. We don't understand it. We had Jericho play as our monster. He was going against the other teams. And when we were cheering for him and we kind of understood the mechanics of the game, all of a sudden it was like really exciting.
Yeah, it was.
And I finally understood what it was like to be a 12-year-old Chinese kid who like just
I mean,
Putting together shoes.
Nike Factory?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
MOBAs.
Well, on that note, we're done. We streamed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're done.
That was a whole hour.
So thank you for watching our E3 wrap up and watching Adam go like just destroy people in Destiny.
Yeah, thanks for passing the controller around, letting us all get a turn.
You guys were doing great with
Remember when he
the
was
whole
like,
answer.
remember when he was like, "Here, I'm just gonna get down in this area, dropping you into this area, and then you guys can." And then I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, I didn't say anything.
But he never, the controller never left his hand.
I'm really sorry about
It's
that.
okay. It's all right. We'll play it sometime in the future. When it comes
Hey,
out
why
in
don't you
4
check your
months.
email and see that code I sent you?
Oh!
The code.
But thank you again for watching, guys. We appreciate it. If you guys want to watch our videos anymore, go to youtube.com/insidegaming or youtube.com/machinima. We got a lot of videos on there for me.
Three.
Boom!